What's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we'll be going over the brand new Sunday Katakuri Sugofest. Okay, and then we're going to be going over the Treasure Mode Sugofest for the global version for Treasure Mode Jack. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so we got the Sunday Sugofest for the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. I don't know why it's a Sunday Sugofest, but we're doing it. Okay, so going into the Sugofest, it's going to be the first multi 30 gems. 30 gem multi Sugofest. Okay, so they're trying to get people to pull. We got it, okay. Second multi is all gold. Third multi guaranteed legend. Fourth multi 30 gems. Hey, they brought back the second discounted multi now to JP. First time! I don't think I'm going to pull on that, though. And that's it. So, the Big Mom children are available. Katakuri, Oven Smoothie, Daifu, Amand, Charlotte, Charlotte, Cracker, Perospero, Pudding, Praline, and Chiffon are all available. Oh, Praline, I was trying to figure out where Praline was from. And I was like, oh, Big Mom. Oh, I was trying to figure that out for the longest time. I was like, where is Praline from? I know this. I had to I was trying to look her up, and I didn't Google her. I was like, God, where is she from? But now I remember. Okay. Now apparently we don't know what's boosted on the Sugofest. We don't know everything else about the Sugofest, but we do know that the Big Mom children are available. I don't know the rare recruit rates and everything. Obviously, this is kind of a weird thing. This is the first time they've ever done a Sunday Sugofest. We don't have all the details yet. When we get more of the details in, probably tonight, we'll be able to see if everything's good. But to be honest, again, free-to-play players, this is not your Sugofest. Do not be just right when you see these 30 gem multis. Do not go, oh my God, 30 gem multis. Oh. I mean, hell, I'm not gonna tell you not to do one. It might be good, but you know. You probably should just hold off of that next 2x banner if you're free to play. And if you're not free to play, I mean, 30 gem multi for a Sugofest banner, we haven't seen that in a minute, so maybe. I mean, I might do a 30 gem multi, just, you know, that's not that much. I mean, 30 gems is easy. I mean, if the rates are good, I'll check it out. I mean, maybe that sounds okay. If they continue to keep up the trend of like 30 gem multis on random Sugofests, I might do it, but you know what? Treasure Mode Sugofests are where it's at for me. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather have the Treasure Mode booster, have an easier time in Treasure Mode, get higher placement worth, more limit break crystals, more limit break stuff, more potions, etc. All that stuff from just doing the Treasure Mode. I'd rather have that than just random pull, you know? And like the Treasure Mode rewards kind of like feed into like what I would want to do with my account anyways, so that's where I'm at. But I'm not going to tell you guys what to do with your account. It's your account. You pull in what Sugofest you want. On this particular Sugofest, I'm obviously free to play, no, but you know, I'm not going to stop people from doing a 30 gem multi. It's kind of like, well, maybe. And on a side note, in OBDC, of course, we have the Kai Boa has returned. Great, awesome. By the time I put out this video, it's gonna be out for another like 4 or 5 days. Guys, so Kai Boa is one of those Kai raids that you kind of want to re-farm, and that's because you get the plus 10 candies on it. So definitely consider re-farming Kai Boa. It's not that difficult if you have an endgame account. If you have a mid-game account, it's gonna be somewhat difficult. There are lots of team compilation guides again, so you guys don't need to figure out the fights. They're really simple. It's just a little sauce on top of the regular raid Boa. I'd say for early game players, if you can't do it, I'm sorry, but these are supposed to be more difficult than normal raids, so just know that it is kind of difficult if you are a newer player. This will be, this is one of the 2 Kai raids that I say personally to redo, just because the cotton candy rewards are very, very, very good. You get 20 cotton candies every single run, and you get forbidden tomes, etc. So there's a lot of stuff that you're getting out of these, so definitely refarm them. Forbidden tomes and cotton candies are the things you always want to farm if they have a very high drop rate. So definitely farm them. Of course, universal manuals as well, but universal manuals are not available this time around. So again, PSA here, please refarm this if you have not farmed it already. It is definitely worth the cotton candies. Going into the other content in here, one other side note here is we have a buttload of Fortnites available right now for newer players. So just make sure that you guys are going in, checking to see if you want to do any of these for the Legend books. PSA on these, do not farm out the Halloween Fortnites for Legend books. They are cancer to get the drop rates on. Do not farm these for Legend books. That is a bad idea. That is you just wasting a lot of time. The Monster Party Fortnite, the Sugar Fortnite ones over here, these ones are only available on Halloween. So if you do want to get these Halloween characters and max them out, great. None of them are extremely good, but they're all okay. And they have uses in certain Fortnite content and other content in the future for speed farming teams. So definitely an interesting thing to farm if you do want to farm them. Of course, we have some older Fortnites coming out as well. So if you guys do want excuse me, to farm out some of these somewhat older Fortnites, but like good for books. These are on half stamina. Some are on half stamina for the earlier Fortnites, but just know you have a lot of content that you can run. And of course, we still have the last couple days for the Katakuri as well as VV Fortnites. Make sure to get these characters because they are not going to be around again probably until next Halloween. So this is your last chance, of course, to get these two characters if you do not have them. VV is super useful and Katakuri special is super useful as well. All right, now let's go ahead and go over the treasure mode Jack Sugofest. Of course, we have part 1 is going to be Katakuri, part 2 is going to be featuring Akainu, and part 3 is going to be V2 Sanji. So this Sugofest, of course, just like every other Sugofest, is all gold, which does not matter. But if you're going to be pulling the new Inarashi, the new Sicilian, they're going to join at max special level as well as max sockets. So if you pull them on 4-star, you get Despair, Bind, Auto Heal, and then if you get the 5-star, it's going to be all of those plus Charge Special. So very, very nice. Going into these characters, the Sicilian is not very good, but the sorry, it's 3 characters, not 2. The Sicilian and Shirahoshi are like okay, but the Inarashi will be good for a lot of treasure modes. So if you guys are global players and you do a lot of treasure modes, since you guys get to re-up all your characters multiple times, this is one of those Sugofest that I would actually kind of like. If you guys do a lot of treasure modes, I would actually kind of recommend pulling on. So the main reason that I recommend pulling on this Sugofest, if you are trying to pull for this Inarashi is actually pretty good. It's the first good treasure mode character that is a treasure mode captain. So if there's a rainbow team on your crew, boost all characters by 2.25, and then if you use lightning counterattack, if there is everything on your crew, of course you have all colors, then it's going to boost your crew by 3.5 instead and give you a 1.55 boost otherwise. So just know that if you guys have every color in your team, this character, this Inarashi, treasure mode booster Inarashi, is going to give you a 3.5 times captain boost, which will always be a boosted character for you in the global treasure modes. So small PSA here, really good character for the global version, not good on the Japanese version after the treasure mode. But since this character is going to be available in every single treasure mode, you guys get a full rainbow captain here, guys. This is actually a very good character to have for many future treasure modes to come. It has a sailor ability that's going to reduce silence on himself for 3 turns as well. So if you did use him as a sailor, you have that. So you know what his special ability is: reduce silence by 4 turns and reduce enemies' threshold duration by 3 turns. If you're on a treasure map, amplify orbs of all characters depending on the treasure map level from 1.75 all the way to 2.25. And he of course is on maxes out at 12 turns, and he is a fighter and cerebral character. So really great treasure mode unit overall. That's why I just want to go over him very briefly, because as a unit, he was the best one to ever come out ever as far as the captain goes. So there's been no better captain. If you guys are free to play, I know I can't really tell you guys to pull because V2 Gear 4 Sugofest might be coming around the corner. But if you guys do consistently pull on treasure modes, this is a great character to add to your arsenal. Of course, it is the hardest treasure mode point booster to get, so good luck on getting him. If you guys do get him, great. If not, oh well. Alright, so let's go back into the Sugofest. Part 1 of the Sugofest, of course, lasts from the 7th to the 8th. Part 2 is from the 8th to the 11th. And then Part 3 is from the 11th to the 13th. On Part 1, the first multi-pull is going to be 30 gems. Second multi-pull is guaranteed Sicilian. The third multi-pull, 6th multi-pull, and 8th multi-pull is going to be guaranteed Sugofest exclusive. And then the 5th multi-pull on Part 1 is a guaranteed new Shirahoshi. So you guys are guaranteed, if you do 5 multi-pulls, to get Sicilian and Shirahoshi. I mean, you're really just pushing for that Inarashi, but whatever. All right. So going into part 2 and 3, the new Inarashi is boosted for the pre-evolution and post-evolution form. So he's not boosted for part 1. So they did a really good job of making money by making you want to do up to 5 multis on the first part of the Sugofest, and then do as many multis as you can for the better unit on part 2 and 3. Now, you don't need any of these units in order to beat the treasure mode. This is a... This is a very easy-ish treasure mode. You're not gonna see a lot of like super hard stuff. I don't remember what the final. I don't remember treasure mode Jack being extremely hard. Treasure mode with all the boosted units you have on global and all the characters that you can use, it should be a pretty simple treasure mode. You shouldn't have many problems at all. On the Japanese version, wasn't that hard. So just know that TM Jack is not really a hype unit, but he's a very usable unit, and you do use him a lot. Okay, for the boosted units for Legends on part 1, we had Katakuri Shanks, Nico Robin, Luffy Ace, Fujitora, Garp, V2 Boa, I think, maybe. And then version 1 Sanji? Yeah, that's version 1 Sanji. Nekomamushi, Bartolomeo. And then part 2, we got Akainu, V2 Akainu, V2 Doflamingo, Frankie, Vinsmoke Judge, Magellan, Kung Fu Luffy, version 2 Law, I think that is. Version 1 Aokiji, Corazon, and Fujitora. Not the best day, but yeah, okay. Then part 3 is Vinsmoke Sanji, version 1 Akainu? No, version 2 Akainu. Oh, no, that's version 2 Aokiji. Sorry, I read that wrong. Version 2 Aokiji, version 2 Rayleigh, Lucy, Enel. I mean, they're all kind of shitty days for Legends. Don't worry about the Legends. Boosted Legend days don't really mean much. For both days, it's over 60%, no matter what, for any Legend pool that I've seen to pull a non-boosted Legend. It's over 60%, right? So anytime you pull a Legend, there is more than 60 to 70% chance for you to pull a non-boosted Legend versus a boosted Legend. So boosted just means it has a higher rate versus the other Legends, but not like an overall better rate. So if you see a red poster, it's more likely than not to be a non-boosted Legend. So just know that. So don't pull for the Legends, pull for the other characters. The other ones that have a much higher rate. And of course, the most pre and the post evolution are rate boosted all the way through. So if you guys are going to be pulling the Sugofest, again, I don't know what the rates are for part 2 or part 3, as well as part 1. You have to wait on that, but unfortunately, you can't go back in time or forward in time to see the rates, which is really kind of annoying to see. Like, you can't see what the rates are before they come out. I mean, I guess you could try a future travel and see what the rates are at that time. That would be the way to do it, to figure out what the rates are. You really want that Inarashi. You don't really want the other two. And this is the first, I believe, the first treasure mode where we get 3-point boosted units. And from this point on, it's 3-point boosted units on every single treasure mode. So guys, for treasure modes going forward from the global version and Japanese version, this is the treasure mode where they start doing 3-point boosters per treasure mode. It doesn't really matter that much on the global version because you have all the other treasure mode point boosters that you can use. So on the Japanese version, we don't have that, so you guys have a big advantage here. So guys, again, the Inarashi is the best captain for treasure modes, so don't skip out if you are a heavy treasure mode pusher. Alright guys, well, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. If you guys are new here and you guys have never seen any of my videos before, go ahead and check out my Discord in the link below. There's lots of videos so you can check out, as well as this Discord little channel for newer players. So if you guys are new at the game, you guys can learn all the tips and tricks I think about One Piece Treasure Cruise. If you guys would like to check out the last 2 videos, they are right over there, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace!